Hey folks, my name is Taylor and welcome back to The Surge playthrough, or Let's Play series, whatever you want to call it. I don't really think it qualifies as a Let's Play because I have absolutely played it before, but really not sure what separates a Let's Play from anything other than playing the game. So, well, go open this door just because I can. Watch out for the poison area right there. I'm just going to go ahead and run over here, and we're going to deal with one of... There are 5 of these in the main game. They are elite one-time enemies. Oh, lock on. What are you doing? Oh no. Try and take care of it, but yeah, these things are really, yep, got me. Need to take care of that drone before going after him. But yeah, that head spin attack, like if that thing catches you, it'll kill you. Normally against them, you can get in before they start doing that and get up close and just not worry too much about that attack. Trying to get up on that one is a pain because there is the drone that'll be shooting at you the whole time, and you really don't want to deal with that. You'll also see that I have dropped my tech scrap. Like any Souls-like, when you die, you leave behind your, in this case, tech scrap. Unlike most, in this one, there is actually a timer for you to get back to it. Even if you don't die before getting to that spot, if that timer runs out, you still lose your tech scrap. Dang it. Oh no, oh no. Big guy over in the corner actually came out. Not good. So this is another enemy. This is not an elite, and I think he's only here because I have the DLCs. And that is a DLC armor set and weapon. And this dude hits hard. Granted, he also gives you, like, if you can farm this guy. Oh, let me up. My God. If you can farm this dude, he gives you tier 2 upgrade mats, unlike everything else here, which gives you tier 1. Yep, he got me. God, dang it. Don't. Really irritating trying to do this part. But, yeah, he'll give you higher upgrade mats so you can raise your weapon level and your gear level. I'm not worried about farming him right now, because honestly, I just don't have what I need to farm him easily. I don't even have the core power for a full set, so it's really not that useful for me to get higher upgrade parts right now. I will say, if you don't like farming, this is not the Souls-like for you. This game is all about collecting your equipment. Ooh, got me. That mist you're seeing, you'll notice my stamina doesn't recover when I'm in that. I think it's supposed to be like a cryogenic mist. But that is supposed to force you to move away, along with that little full body slam he does, so that he can hit you with the spin attack. Oh, come on. I'm better than this. I can beat this thing. I know I can. But yeah, so the little cryo mist eats your, or prevents you from regaining stamina. The body slam, the spin, all of it hurts really bad. Like, these are fairly tough enemies. There's, like I said, there's only 5 of them in the whole game. Each of them actually drops a collectible that you need all 5 of in order to get a pretty good armor set before endgame. But I need to, oh come on, I need to take you out. Now that little orb that surrounds this dude is actually like an EMP blast, which is fairly damaging. Oh, Big Guy's there, but he's kind of stuck at the moment, so hopefully he stays stuck. Come on. I really wish these enemies would hurt each other. Alright. That one's down, so now I can deal with this dude without as much trouble. Come on. So, 2 things about these big guys in the astronaut suits. 1, you're not going to stagger them. They are in Goliath gear. There's no way you've got enough impact at this point to knock them off kilter or to stun them for any length of time. 2, they will heal themselves at a certain point. So effectively they're going to have 2 health bars. You can do what I did, which is I got off the execute while he was kneeled down and going to heal. And if you can do that, then they won't, you can take them out. The problem is you need the energy to do that, and considering there are a lot of like jump in, tap, jump out, you might have a hard time getting your energy consumption up. No. The reason I killed the big dude is because he's worth a whole bunch of tech scrap. And I wanted to take him out so that I could get some more core power. Now I can throw on more gear. I think I'm good with that. I don't want to put on that leg. Alright. Now I need leg parts. Oh, what the? Where are you going? So there are 2 attacks worth mentioning here. You'll see one of them is a charge attack that turns into a slide. I really love that one. And the other is a dodge attack. So you dodge, and you can get a little thrust with this one. And it just depends on whether or not you hold it down and are going for the run, or if you just tap and nope. Yep, he managed to heal there. Now, oh, come on, get off. Let me have the corner. And execute. Alright. Now, if you're going to farm them, that is the one to farm. He's easier to get to. He's closer to your med bay. But yeah, you can see the stamina consumption on this set. Like, you do actually have a lower dodge consumption than you would with the Rhino, but higher run consumption. 38% impact, attack speed -4. Same as the Rhino, but higher core power consumption. Alright, so I need to collect some legs as we go through the rest of this. Come here. Also, right there you can see I took damage from that even though I blocked. If you block an attack and it runs out of stamina, you're still going to take the damage. You have to have enough stamina to actually successfully block the attack. Oh, get out of here. Nope. No, I don't want you. Give me that. There we go. Also, the target swap for swapping between enemies rather than body parts is R2, which can be difficult because if you can't see them, the game just doesn't even register what you're really trying to do. So, kind of irritating when you're trying to do that. He doesn't have legs. Yeah, let's go down. And it doesn't matter.
Great news, guys. We finally got the new gear assembly unit down here. And not a moment too soon. The old one was spitting out worse trash than what you put in. For now, though, you'll have to manually unlock the schematics on your local accounts, at least until they update the interface.
You can, actually, because we're going to go through the area behind that door fairly soon. So you can go through that door. Don't do it until after you've got a piece of body armor, because you need lights to actually make it through that area, and to use your lights you have to have body armor or body gear. But I prefer to come at that area from the other side, so that's what we're gonna do. Really? Come here. I hate drones. Really? That actually caught me. Come here. So, interesting bit of this game that I like is that just the sheer speed of the combat. Like, this game very clearly means for you to be moving around the entire time. Like, dodge in, dodge out, get your hits. That kind of gameplay is what they were aiming for. I think they do a pretty good job of it. Like, once you realize that this is not a game where you are intended to, you know, stay in there and really really just like defend or turtle is when the combat starts to flow really well. Because if you just try to stay up on your enemies, yeah, you're gonna get hit. Like, there is no, and you can't see it now. We'll get a piece of, or an implant that actually shows you how the stagger works by giving you a little bar that illustrates stagger damage. But that's not until the second area. And yeah, I think they did a pretty good job with the combat. It probably would have worked better if there had been some or an earlier indicator of why enemies sometimes flinch and why sometimes they don't. Get out of here. Also, I do think that the executions are a bit aggravating sometimes, because you have to have a certain amount of energy in order to perform an execution. And like right now at the start, that that amount is half of my energy. So it's entirely possible to just do so much damage to an enemy that you don't gain enough energy to get the execution off, which can be really frustrating. I think, yeah, there we go. Alright, we are going to go back up here. So you go all the way down to the bottom. Oh, I thought he came out. Alright. So once you get to a certain point down here, there we go. That was the noise. That door up there will get busted open by another dude. And you can come back up here to deal with him. Nice little arm. But yeah, right there you saw that I didn't have enough energy for an execution until right with the last hit that killed the dude. Which is honestly kind of frustrating that you can essentially outdamage your ability to use executions, which are critical to the gameplay loop. Now I think if you're playing without DLC, if I remember correctly, this dude is one of the first, or is one of the enemies in this area where you can collect higher grade mats. I'm so not getting the execution on you. Oh! He actually killed me. That's what I get for trying to talk while fighting. So you can get tier 2 mats off of him. You'll notice he was actually using rhino gear.
Take care.
And that's your indicator, if you're playing without DLC content, that he gives you high tier. I think with the DLC content, because I have the two angel body or angel gear enemies here, that that is why he only gives tier 1 upgrade mats to me. Really? But yeah, there's 2 enemies, I believe, that give, or that have the rhino gear in this area. So if you're trying to get a full set of rhino gear, that's one of them. And the other one we'll get to in a minute. They're down in that dark area. Really? Also, this dude, if you take his arm, you can get the twin rig set, which I will get probably in a second. But I want to unlock. But the reason I came up here is I'm actually trying to unlock a shortcut that'll avoid me having to do the exact run you just watched me do. So that brings us back to our
Good to see you.
ops depot for this area. Do you want better energy gain? Alright. So the implant I just used is one that raises my energy gain. So I shouldn't have as much trouble with killing enemies before I can get the execution off. The alternative there is I could also lower my energy drop. There's a lot of ways to do it, and we'll get into that once we've got more implants and core power to play around with. Right now I just really don't have enough to actually demonstrate a lot of the intricacies of the game. Here's my last piece of gear. Oh, I don't have enough.
Take care.
But yeah, so this is a very kind of grindy game in that you're collecting armor sets, you're collecting weapons, and then to level them up, you got to go out and like sever a certain number of limbs. There we go. And there's the Yosuke butterfly. You can see I'm already having an easier time getting energy up for my execution attacks. Let's see, do I have time? Yep, alright. So, this next part, come down here and kill these guys if you want. Or not, I just don't feel like dealing with them. But, come down here and into this darker area. There are going to be enemies lurking around in the darkness, which is why I say don't do this before you get body gear. I didn't get it off. Oh, yeah, I didn't put it on my leg. Oh, because I don't... What the heck? How do I make... I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway. So. Come through here. And this is the next thing to progress. You need to get the power back on. To do that, you gotta kill this other rhino dude in the Yosuke set. Get off. Give me... There we go. And then hit that. And the thing is, if you go... If you go back out the way you came now, you're gonna wind up in a boss fight. So we are not going to do that right now because I'm not looking to get into that boss fight.
I have to say I'm not comfortable with this. Not comfortable at all. We've had multiple accidents in this sector. We have to shut it down and take it to pieces bit by bit.
You could go back to that shortcut we just opened. That will not put you in the boss fight. But going back out the door of that little building there with the 3 guys will start the area boss fight. But there are other things I want to do down here before I go for that. Now you can't do anything with that just yet.
We have come into possession of evidence that links
that is a later
employee number 776910 to the homicides associated
later
with the
thing.
individual known as
Basically
the
like
Liberator.
post mid
All
game.
indications point to the fact that he has deliberately tampered with his neural implant, including disabling its GPS function. Therefore, CREO Net cannot ascertain his whereabouts.
I forgot about
While
you.
he's at large, he is a serious threat to staff and CREO's image if this were to get out. We need to take care of this, quickly and quietly.
I do hate fighting in the dark in this game. Come here. Can be really hard to see in darker areas. Also, that little EMP burst, you probably saw it earlier when I was trying to take on the big guy. That burst will empty out your stamina and your energy. So, be careful letting that go off. And that door, and this dude attacks you immediately. He is using a new weapon and Rhino gear. You'll notice I also regained a heal there, and what that is anytime you collect enough tech scrap to gain a level or to gain one more core power, that heal or your currently equipped injectable, whatever is up there underneath your bars, will regain a charge, which is just supposed to be a way for you to continue going. Downside to that is the higher your core power already is, the less helpful that is, because you need more tech scrap gain to actually do anything with it. And secondly, there are other types of injectables than just heal. There's heal over time, there's heal immediately, and then there are some that are like damage buffs or just, you know, standard buffs. So you got to know which one you even have equipped at the time. And if it's the wrong one, it's just not going to go well. It's not going to be that helpful. Alright, so here, this door, can't go through it just yet, is for one of the 2 DLCs, which is the good, the bad, and the augmented. When you come up here, you'll be right back at that door I showed you and said that you could go that direction to get through everything.
Nothing untoward, you see. No violence.
But you can't access that DLC just yet. I don't know if I'm going to bother doing much with it in this record, because it's mostly just a challenge mode. It's a series of episodes where you go through 3 areas. First area, second area, and then the third area is just a boss fight with different modifiers and different scenarios. Good way to collect gear and implants, but not necessarily. I don't want that one. Just eats energy in order to heal. I think I'll just go for more health right now. But yeah, either way, the don't know that I'll do much with it. It is really good. I actually really enjoy it, but I like the gear collect grind for this game. Personal preference or personal choice. I just like it. Yeah, they're good there. But yeah, so one thing I want to show before we move on. This is never actually said in game or given, you know, any kind of explanation. I gotta remember where it actually does display it. I think it's under specs. Yeah, so right there on the bottom right, you'll see gear set bonus. Active, wearing a full set of Link's gear grants increased attack speed while at or near full health. Every gear set has a gear set bonus. The only way you're ever going to find out what the bonus is to equip a complete set, which is kind of irritating that there's no other indicator that that's even a thing that exists, and you have to have a full set to see what the bonus is. But I just wanted to point that out because it's something that's really easy to miss in this game, is that gear sets are even a thing. But alright, so we're going to leave this here, and then next episode I will show you the area's first boss and show you about the weird little boss mechanic this game has. And I will catch y'all next time. But until then, y'all be good to yourselves and take it easy.